Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another installment of On the Mic with Mecca. Myself and Elio are joined. Elio, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Battleground was last Sunday. What did you think of the show?
It was okay. I'm not too sure about that prison match though. That was a bit of a mess towards the end.
You mean the match or the ending?
Well, the ending. Well, the match you couldn't really see much of anything because it was surrounded by that prison thing, that cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but towards the end, and when one of the Singh brothers took that nasty spill through the announce table.
Yeah, that was really unexpected. I didn't expect that either.
I don't even know how that happened because usually when one Singh brother is put through a table, he's followed by the other brother. But this guy was just on top of the structure, and he just went crashing through the table.
Yeah, it was. I think those kind of spots, those dangerous spots, I don't think they do them very often. That was the first time I've seen that in a long time.
And actually, from what I read, I don't think that was well received, that match. Like from what I was reading.
I don't think it was. I don't think people really. I think people have lost the art of being a heel. In my opinion.
And that was a pretty that was a surprise. The return of the great Khali.
Exactly.
Because no one knew that he was even in the building.
Right. That was, and this is one of those things where, the less promotion does help.
Right.
Because it does. That was not promoted. That was not advertised at all that he was going to be there. And then out of nowhere, he shows up because people tend to forget that he created this structure back in 2006.
And the funny thing is, this time he was helping Jinder Mahal. The last time that he was in the WWE, he was feuding with Jinder Mahal.
Exactly. Right. Back in 2009, I think that was.
Oh, was that one too? Okay, yeah, okay. Because he had Ranjan Singh as his manager.
Yeah. But no, I don't have any dislike of that match, to be honest.
Right.
What about you?
No, I didn't hate it. I just thought it was you couldn't really see much of the action because they kept going from the inside to the outside, and
yeah.
And I was kind of lost in the action because instead of one structure around the ring, they had two structures.
Yeah, and the thing is, those structures are massive. They're huge.
Right.
So, and they're actually bigger than Hell in a Cell, steel cages. So you can't. There's less to see.
And plus, what it's made out of makes it even more difficult to see.
Exactly, it's made out of bamboo, isn't it?
Bamboo, yeah.
Yeah, bamboo. I have seen things on the internet of people saying, "Oh, Jinder Mahal's a weak champion," and when I wrote my article on my blog this week, that blew up. That Jinder Mahal.
Was that the John Cena article you wrote?
No, that was the John Cena article came out.
Oh wait! This
before.
is the previous one. Yeah, this is the last one you wrote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was. And people's response on that was he's a weak champion, he's this, he's that. Just basically bashing him, right?
No, he's a good champion.
Exactly. And I've said before that Jinder Mahal needs to do stuff on his own sometimes, right?
Yep.
But I think people and tell me what you think, but I think people have lost the art of being a heel. The art of being a heel is using any advantages you can.
Oh my God, they're making such a big deal about he broke the rules. He didn't break any rules. Seriously.
That's another thing. There were no disqualifications inside the structure, right?
Yeah.
Plain and simple. That's like saying somebody breaks the rules inside Hell in a Cell. There are no rules.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Seriously though, I don't know what people are talking about. So
I don't know. What do you think about Jinder Mahal? I think he's a great champion.
I like Jinder Mahal.
He's been really impressive since he won the title at Backlash. Really impressive.
And I don't know if you've seen this picture going around on online, they have like the Jinder Mahal's new stable, team tech support.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
That's pretty bad, actually.
That's,
If you really look closely and think about it, that's pretty bad.
yeah, it's unnecessary. It's not. It's got nothing to do with wrestling. It's just that people.
But if you like go deeper, like in the meaning behind that, that's pretty bad.
Oh, I know what it means. I don't think we need to air it here.
Yeah, but, no, I'm saying.
Yeah. But I just it's irrelevant. He's the WWE champion. You know, he's a character. Leave him alone.
Yep.
You know, I don't think it's necessary to attack him like that.
And that's why when I see these, I get rid of them.
Oh, absolutely, because you're an admin on the wrestling news source, not admin, moderator.
Yeah,
on the wrestling news source.
Without my knowledge, I didn't even know. But hey, that's cool. At least I'm cleaning it up. So
exactly.
Like I can't sit at the computer all day, 24 hours a day, cleaning everything. But I do what I can.
You do what you can do. You do what you can. Right.
Yeah.
Switching gears now to the United States Championship match, Kevin Owens and AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of that match?
That was a surprise. From what I heard, that wasn't supposed to be ending, and I even predicted last week that AJ Styles was going to retain on Sunday. I
heard that as well. I heard that from the Wrestling Observer that AJ Styles was supposed to win that match.
And then I don't know what they did, like what happened at the end. I don't understand, like when they changed it.
Well, the end, as far as I was aware, because when I was watching the show, the ending seemed a bit, I don't know, abrupt to me.
Mm-hmm.
The ending of that match, and I wasn't sure. It didn't look like that's what they were planning. Let's put it that way.
Right.
It didn't look like they planned that to happen. So it seemed a bit off to me. I couldn't really put my finger on it. But having said that, I'm actually glad it happened because obviously on Smackdown, you know, we saw Chris Jericho return.
Yeah, welcome him back, man.
Yeah, welcome back, Jericho. And you know, AJ Styles made the list again for the second time. So
I like when Jericho said, "Well, they got the guy in the grocery store. You know what I did to that guy? Yeah, we know. You put him on the list. Well, no, I actually punched him in the face.
That's been, to me, that's always been Jericho's gift. Is to take. Go on.
So is he back for good, or is he just back for a short while?
I don't know, because in his run with Kevin Owens before he left, he was only supposed to be back for 6 months, and he extended it for a year. So,
okay.
I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
So going to that segment now, it was great because he's exemplified his ability, and Jericho has always had this, to be an entertainer and wrestle at the same time, right?
Right.
So, you know, who knows what can happen. Guys, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I wasn't saying anything.
I was just thinking about Kevin. I'm quite puzzled as to why Kevin Owens and Jericho would face each other next week for the US title as a rematch.
It's AJ Styles and Kevin Owens in a rematch.
Oh, excuse me, AJ Styles and Kevin Owens for a rematch.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, I don't know why we're gonna get that match yet again. That's like what, the 4th time?
Yeah. I mean, unless they're doing a triple threat match leading to a triple threat match for SummerSlam between the three of them.
Right, because they won't redo another triple threat next week. They can't do that. We already saw it this week.
Exactly. So I don't know where else. I don't know what else they could do with it. That was a bit surprising to me, perhaps.
Right.
Of why they would do the AJ Styles and Kevin Owens rematch for the US title.
Mm-hmm.
And next week on SmackDown.
Right.
If you're going to do it, why not save it for a pay-per-view?
Like SummerSlam, yeah, and Shane even said
what did you say? What did you say, Elio? Hello, Elio. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was fine. What were you saying? I missed that.
Oh no, I was just saying, I was getting this week's match mixed up with next week's because when Shane came out and said this match isn't going to take place at SummerSlam or WrestleMania.
Yeah, Shane is. I don't know about. It's fine. I don't know about. I don't know about you, but I would like to see Shane turn heel.
Shane?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
because
No, I just had to make sure I heard you right.
yeah, Shane.
Yeah. Wow. We haven't seen Shane as a heel in like years.
Exactly.
The last when was the last time he was a heel?
2007.
2006, 2007 when they were feuding with the the McMahons.
Yeah, and Bobby Lashley afterwards.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that was the last time. Wow, it's 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was the last time we saw him as heel. But to me, I just think because Daniel Bryan is as over with the crowd as he is, right?
Right.
A heel turn wouldn't work for obvious reasons. But Shane, I don't know where else he could go as a face.
Oh, can I say so they canceled this Talking Smack.
Oh yeah.
But now they have this what's it called?
Smacking Talk or something like that.
That's so stupid. That's a terrible name. That's a terrible name.
Yeah, I mean, look.
They just reversed the words.
Exactly. They were going to kind of be defiant towards WWE for canceling the show. Is what they made of the Smacking Talk thing.
Right, but also, I didn't even know Tout still existed because I haven't used it since Vicky Guerrero was GM of Smackdown. That's how long I haven't used Tout. I didn't even know it was still around.
I didn't even know WWE still used it.
Who uses Tout anymore? There's Periscope, there's Busker, there's all these other live stream apps.
Well, I suppose. Go on.
Did you see that edition of Smacking Talk or whatever?
Well, they had Chad Gable on as a guest, didn't they?
Oh my god! And Daniel Bryan was saying how he was Chad Gable's father or something.
He goes, "I'm your father."
God, come on.
So was that like a dig at Raw? Perhaps.
Oh wait, yeah. You know what? Actually, I was thinking about something as far as this Jason Jordan angle goes.
Yeah.
What if there's another revelation that he has a twin brother who turned out to be Chad Gable?
Could work.
Bring American Alpha to Raw.
But they don't. But the thing is, they don't look anything alike.
Right.
They don't look nothing alike. Yeah.
Well, my brothers look nothing alike, and they're twins.
True, it happens. And besides, at least Jason Jordan looks like Kurt Angle.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Yep.
So, I don't know. I don't see why they would get rid of Talking Smack, to be honest.
Well, it's not that they necessarily got rid of it. They're just going to air it only after pay-per-views, which I don't like that idea. I really like Talking Smack every Tuesday night.
Exactly. Well, they didn't. Yeah, you're right. They didn't get rid of it. They did it. They minimized it to once every month rather than once every week.
I don't like that.
No, because when the brand split happened, I think that was one of the most unique innovations coming out of the brand split was a Talking Smack.
So what about Raw Talk? Or is like they do that after every pay-per-view? What if they did that after every Monday Night Raw? Would they do the same thing to Raw Talk or whatever it's called?
Maybe. I'm not a fan of Raw Talk. I must admit, I'm really not.
No. I don't like Raw Talk either.
I don't know whether it's because they're trying to copy Talking Smack or not, but I don't like the show.
Uh-oh.
I don't like.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Hello.
I'm still here. Elio, I'm still here. Elio. Elio.
Oh boy.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Oh, I know. I didn't hear what you said.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you now, but it cut out.
Oh, really?
It cut out. That's why I didn't hear what you said.
Right. So I was just we were just talking about Raw Talk. I'm not really a fan of that show.
Right.
To be honest, I don't know whether it's because they're trying to copy Talking Smack, but
that's exactly why what they're doing is that's why I don't really like Raw Talk, because they're copying Talking Smack, and I like that. I like Talking Smack.
Yeah, because
and did you read? Did you see this one article about that former manager Armando Estrada?
Yes, I saw that.
I wonder how much truth there is to that.
I don't know, because these dirt sheets today, they we don't call them dirt sheets anymore. These websites just post a whole bunch of things aren't true.
Right.
So who knows? I didn't actually get a chance to read that article fully. What was it about?
Oh, he posted on his Twitter account that he said back in 2011 he went to Vince McMahon and he came up with the idea of a concept for a talk show, which became Talking Smack. So he claims that he came up with that concept.
But yet they debuted it 7 years later. So I don't know how that works.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if he's just wanting to talk for the sake of hearing his own voice. So who knows?
Who knows?
Some of these older stars that like to come out of the woodworks and go on their Twitter accounts
and say I created this, I created that, and I did this, I did that. Which Ryback is? Yeah. Ryback is leading that charge right now.
And he claims that he was set to face Ultimate Warrior at a WrestleMania. Okay.
Yeah, WrestleMania 30. Really?
Right. I didn't hear nothing.
Wow. Yeah. He tends to recently come out and say like outlandish things that make no sense.
Right.
At this point.
Ryback, I don't know. I think Ryback's using that as a gimmick now.
Exactly. That's his gimmick. They should bring that back and say, and Ryback should come out on television and say, I did this and I did that. And I should do this and I should do that.
That could possibly work in the WWE, but I don't think Vince would want him back.
No, neither do I. Coming off of Raw now, switching gears to the Universal Championship.
Wait! I have a question.
Oh, go on. Go ahead.
Who wants to walk with Elio?
That should be your gimmick. That should be your gimmick of
right?
Yeah, Elias Sampson, who wants to walk with Elias. That should be your gimmick. That could be a worldwide hashtag trend.
I'm gonna get that trending. I'm gonna start that. That's it.
You could do. Let me know how it goes. But going forward now to the Universal Championship, the fatal four-way for SummerSlam has been officially set.
Yes, I knew it. I said it last week. There was going to be a fatal four-way.
We said it last week here. Right. Yeah. So it will be Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, and the Universal Champion Brock Lesnar. Now,
I'm telling you, we should be writing Raw.
Hey, somebody, who knows? Somebody might have listened to this podcast last week, WWE, and brought that idea in.
That is possible. The wrestlers have been listening to other podcasts that I tune into.
Yeah, who knows? So, that match is official. What do you expect to happen in terms of winning, losing prediction?
I'm gonna say that Brock loses the belt because they're not even doing anything with him. He's not even on TV. He just appears whenever he wants on his own time. And so where does that leave the Universal belt?
Well, I see. I have to disagree with you because I see where you're coming from, but the contract that they had negotiated with Brock Lesnar only allows them a certain number of dates, right?
Right.
And every time he's been on the show, the ratings have either been higher, or every time he's been on a pay-per-view, the buy rates, or in this case network numbers, subscription numbers have been higher.
Right.
So although I take your point that he is a part-time talent and doesn't appear every week, while
But
that
also,
you go on.
oh no, go on. You finish what you're saying.
While that can affect the Universal Championship, I think that it's a good thing to have Lesnar on the show, to be honest.
Right. But also, I was reading about him possibly doing another UFC match.
I read that as well. Yeah.
So that's why I was saying that's what led me to saying that he might lose the belt at SummerSlam. But then we don't know, anything can happen.
Maybe. I would like to see him lose the belt at SummerSlam.
Yeah, give it to who? Who would you want?
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. Okay, yeah, Samoa Joe. I'd like to see Samoa Joe. How about Braun Strowman?
I think with Braun Strowman, I think there's unfinished business with him and Roman Reigns still.
Don't make me say it.
You what?
I'm
not finished with you. There you go. I beat you to it. But see, because of the way that match ended, and the reaction that it got, the ambulance match I'm referring to,
right,
with Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman, with Roman Reigns backing up an ambulance into a semi with Strowman in the back, the way that match ended and how good that came off, I think there's unfinished business there.
Yep.
I think there's more to go with that storyline.
I mean, you see Roman Reigns punch him in the face on Monday night. Man, shut up. Man, shut up.
Yeah, exactly. But I got to tell you, Roman Reigns, is he a heel to you right now?
He acts like one.
But they still have...
But they still... Sorry, go on.
They still have traits of him being a babyface.
They do, but there's times when you don't really know if he's a heel or a face, because some weeks he comes out and he has these heel traits, then other weeks he has face traits, so you don't even know really what he is.
Yeah, he's kind of he's flirting in between the two, actually.
Yeah, yep.
And it's the first time that I've seen that since, CM Punk.
I mean, people cheer for Braun Strowman, and he's supposed to be a heel. Yet there are times when you don't know. You wonder if he's really a face.
Exactly.
Especially when he beats up Roman Reigns.
Exactly.
People go crazy.
People dislike Roman Reigns, and they like Braun Strowman because he beats up Roman Reigns.
Oh my God! I have to say, I forget which pay-per-view it was, but remember when after the ambulance, I think after the ambulance match, when Strowman when charging, he ran right through that ambulance door.
That was Payback.
Payback. Okay, yeah. When he ran through the ambulance door, he ripped the door off.
He ripped the door off the ambulance. I think, it was hilarious when that happened because it was so unexpected.
But I was laughing because of how he did it. He's like, "I'm not finished with you yet."
And then he ran through the door. But see, this is what I mean. He's a big 300-pound man.
Yeah.
But he actually connects with the audience.
He's actually quite funny if you've seen some of his YouTube videos, out of character.
Oh, he's hilarious out of character.
Yeah.
Absolutely hilarious. But in keeping with his wrestling persona, he is actually over as a babyface in my mind with the audience.
Yep.
Because Roman Reigns gets viciously, and I mean viciously, booed.
Yeah.
Booed.
Especially night after WrestleMania with all the
my
chants.
God. And that was uncalled for, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know why, that was bad when they were chanting the FUs and Like I don't know how long it lasted, but it felt like forever.
A good 10 minutes, Mr. Elio.
10 minutes.
A good 10 minutes
Wow.
of the show. He was standing. You're talking about the night after WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
He was standing there for a good 10 minutes. Didn't say a word. Did not say one word, and the entire crowd was chanting "F you."
Yeah, that was bad. I don't know. So, see, this is what I'm saying. Like these people today, I'm not gonna even call them fans because a lot of them are not even fans.
No, they're not. They're trolls. But that's what you get with social media these days.
And the sad part is some of them are my age and they're acting like a bunch of kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the Roman Reigns character works better as a heel, in my opinion.
Right. Yep.
Because that's the way he is perceived by the audience. The audience don't like him.
Right.
They just don't. It's time to accept that. They just don't like him. So do what The Rock did and use it for good.
Right.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a formula that The Rock used. It's a formula that Vince McMahon used after the Montreal Screwjob. So
I can never see Vince being a face. I'm sorry. I know he was at one time, but I just can't see him being a face ever.
Why would you say that?
He works a lot better as a heel of Vince McMahon.
Oh, absolutely. I would agree with that as well. Because the thing is, he has money. He really is rich.
Yeah.
In his real life. Whether he is the same character in his real life, which I know he isn't, but whether he's rich and he's got properties and money all over the place, right? So when you can use that as a character, it works because people don't like others with money. They just don't.
Right.
It's jealousy and envy.
We should all be poor in this world. Gee, that would be exciting, wouldn't it?
Well, I wouldn't say poor, but let's say
less money.
Less money. There you go. But yeah, so that works. I don't think Roman Reigns works as a babyface at this point in time.
Right.
Maybe a year or so down the road, maybe he might work as a babyface. Who knows?
I also have to say, after Monday Night Raw, what do you think of a Shield reunion, though?
This is a subject that I'm kind of on the fence of, because the fan in me wants to see it,
right?
But as someone who, and I know you don't like me saying this, but someone who studies the business, I'm wondering if they should leave it as where it was in its peak, when the Shield was as good as it was back in 2014.
Actually, when I think the Shield has become like DX. They were good like at their high point, and now like they're all gone their separate ways. They should just leave it be. Exactly.
Why?
The Shield is a DX of this era.
Era, yeah, right. Everybody, you want to see it, but if you don't, if it comes back and it's not as good as it once was,
it's a nice surprise.
Yeah, I mean they can team and they can have.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's a nice surprise. Is what it should be. Exactly. But I wouldn't really want to see them back full time.
No, because you know why? The Shield was so hot at its time when it was organic and fresh.
Right.
Because you never saw that before. They didn't have traditional wrestling gear. They came out in these black vests and just assaulted everybody.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's what made it so captivating.
And people loved Roman Reigns.
that was the one time where people loved Roman Reigns.
Oh my god! Especially that one Raw in the Cajun Dome where he was like, "What's my name?" Everyone's chanting his name.
Oh my gosh! And it's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, Roman Reigns was loved and cheered by the fans at that time.
Yeah.
But as soon as WWE said, "Oh yeah, okay, this is the guy," no, we don't want him. We don't. That's not what we meant. That's not what we meant. Well, hang on a minute. You just cheered for him a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So
who do you want? No matter who WWE gives the fans, they'll never be happy.
Exactly.
We want John Cena. No, we don't want him. We want The Undertaker. No, we don't want The Undertaker. We want Roman Reigns. No, we want Daniel Bryan.
Exactly. It's almost like a no-win situation for WWE.
Right.
Because no matter what they do, it doesn't work in the minds of the fans, quoted air quotes fans.
Yeah, fans. Yeah.
Let's not call them fans, right?
No.
But I mean, for months we heard, "Oh, John Cena's coming back," or "We want Cena back." And what happens? He comes back, he beats Rusev in a flag match, and everyone's saying, "Oh, he buried Rusev and he did this."
That's another thing. I can't stand this when the people's use of that word "bury." Do you even know what you're talking about?
Exactly. What does that even mean?
I think they just use that word to make themselves sound cool or like they know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
but do they even know what buried is?
They don't mean that doesn't really mean anything.
Right, it's just a word.
It's just a word. It doesn't mean anything. I mean,
don't trademark that, WWE.
Exactly.
we know how you love to trademark words.
That is true. They do trademark a lot of things. Like they've trademarked Shinsuke Nakamura as the rock star.
They trademarked Bella Appetit, which is a new Bella Twins show.
Oh yeah, I heard that as well.
But
it's one of these things that I just don't understand in the minds of the fans today. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, for example, it was a flag match. The Battleground Cena Rusev match was a flag match.
Right.
We're in America, right? The WWE is in America. How do you think they're gonna have a Russian flag in an American match?
A Bulgarian flag.
A Bulgarian flag, excuse me, in a American against an American flag in an American town. How does that work?
Right.
What did they expect was going to happen?
Of course, Cena's going to win. It's in the U.S.
Exactly. If it was in Bulgaria, maybe
right.
There's a high percentage of Rusev winning. But
you think they'll ever have a pay-per-view or an event live televised from like one of those places?
Well, they had a live event in Australia, didn't they?
No, but televised. I mean, like where we would get to see it on the network.
They had Raw and Smackdown in Japan.
Yeah, no, I know they had Japan, but I'm talking about like any other country like that, like what I just said, Bulgaria, or like any other place like that.
I doubt it. Unless.
I don't think,
go on.
No, go on.
Unless they see a rise in popularity for WWE in those countries.
Right.
Otherwise, they won't do it. Otherwise, they won't. What do you think about the women's division of both Raw and SmackDown at this point?
I like the SmackDown side a little more than the Raw side.
Why?
They're making. I think they make better use of like the SmackDown side than the Raw side. Like actually, you know what? Who is wait? Oh yeah, Alexa Bliss. That's right.
Alexa Bliss is on Raw.
See, when you momentarily forget who the champion is, that's when there's something
wrong.
Yeah, because like on SmackDown, I know Naomi is the champion, right? So that's how you know that they're making better use of the talent on SmackDown than they do on Raw. Because on Raw, we see the same matches every week.
Yeah, I don't I don't. The one criticism I have of the women's division on Raw is very simple, right? For months and months we saw promos and vignettes, as they call them, of Emma debuting on Raw, right?
Yep.
She comes on Raw,
and now where is she? And now where is she?
Exactly. I don't actually remember her winning a match.
Right, like they put her in with a Nia Jax this week on Raw.
And she got crushed.
Yeah, Nia squashed her.
So it was basically an enhancement match for Nia, which I don't really understand.
So I have to say, it's time for Peyton Royce and Billie Kay to come up.
Oh, you mean NXT, right?
Yeah, it's time for them to come
absolutely.
up to the main roster. Put them with Emma as some kind of a stable.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the three woman stable, right? Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, and Emma.
That would be cool. I'd like to see that one.
And they could be some kind of a takeover bid on Raw.
The female version of the Shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say Nexus, but there were 7 of them. So.
Yeah. Well, then we go see everything revolves about everything. Always comes back to the Shield.
But no, I think you're right. I think the Shield should be left alone.
Yeah.
I don't think they should come back as the 3 of them because it will ruin it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but like I said, I want to see that like that triple that 3-woman stable with Peyton Royce, Emma, and Billie Kay.
Because even in NXT, Peyton Royce and Billie Kay have great chemistry.
Yeah, and what about Asuka? I think she's ready as well.
Well,
or no?
As far as I'm aware, at NXT Takeover Brooklyn, Asuka looks to be defending the NXT Women's Championship against Ember Moon.
Yeah, it's already set. Yep,
it's already set, right?
Yep.
So that match could be the match where Ember Moon becomes champion because I believe she's ready.
Right.
Asuka loses and goes to Raw or SmackDown. What would you do?
I'd put her on Raw, and then maybe like later on, if there's a draft, maybe she move her over to SmackDown and see how she does on SmackDown.
See, I disagree with you there because I think the Raw Women's division is very clouded at the moment.
Right.
I think she would get lost in the shuffle.
On Raw?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if she moved to SmackDown and had a feud with no titles on the line, but had a feud with Charlotte.
Oh yeah, that's right. Charlotte. See, this is how you know something's wrong is when you forget like who's who in the women's division, what show they're on. Because I always associate Charlotte with being on Raw.
Because she made such a memorable impact on Raw.
Right.
And on SmackDown, I see these things on the internet about Charlotte saying she's a jobber, she's this, she's that. I don't really understand it, to be honest.
See, again, that word jobber, that's another word.
Yeah.
When people say, oh, jobber, he did the job.
For those who don't know, a jobber is basically someone who is hired to lose to other people.
Don't call Damien Demento a jobber. I'll explain that reference off air. or do you recall that name? Because I know you watched the network and you watched the back shows of Raw, the past shows. Was he pre-Attitude Era or not? He was on the very first edition of Monday Night Raw. He faced The Undertaker in the main event.
No, that was Undertaker. Shawn Michaels faced Max Moon in the main event of Raw.
No, it was Damien Demento and Undertaker.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because I watched that and I was reading about it.
So I'm gonna have to go. Actually, we'll make it off this podcast. I'm gonna have to go on the network and watch that because I'm not sure. So go ahead. But yeah, I mean, Charlotte. Back to the topic at hand. Is I don't think she's the jobber. I don't like that phrase. First of all.
No.
And I just I don't see the point of her being called that. To be honest, I don't see what purpose it serves.
Right.
And I think sometimes because she had such a streak on Raw, you need to tear that down first of all to make her beatable. Otherwise, she'll just come to SmackDown and just win all the time.
Right.
What do you think?
Wait, that last part cut out a bit. If you can repeat that.
Oh, so I was saying that I don't really dislike the way Charlotte has been used on SmackDown because she had such a run on Raw. She had such a great run on Raw as women's champion and all that, and the pay-per-view streak. That coming to SmackDown, she needs to get beaten. Otherwise, the memory of her run on Raw will still be fresh in people's minds, and they'll just expect her to just destroy everyone on SmackDown, which will destroy the SmackDown women's roster.
Right, because she's always won on Raw, so SmackDown she should lose.
Exactly.
As well,
but it doesn't make her a so-called
it doesn't make her a jobber.
Exactly. But which is what people are saying on the internet. So I just don't understand that.
When someone loses, it doesn't really hurt them at all. It just helps the other person get over more.
Exactly.
And they gives the other person a push.
Exactly. When Stone Cold lost to Bret Hart in WrestleMania 13, I don't remember people calling him a jobber.
No, and that was actually pretty good match. That was the best match on 13.
Oh, absolutely. And I think
13 was not very good.
Well, I like to watch old wrestling stuff, but I don't really like watching WrestleMania 13. The only matches I do watch on WrestleMania 13 was the Stone Cold Bret Hart match and the Undertaker and Psycho Sid match.
Yeah, those are the only two. I can't even remember the rest of the card. That's how memorable it was. Well, I don't even remember. No. Like if I look it up, I'll be like, oh yeah, that happened. But I don't
not off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Nothing that sticks out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think SummerSlam, the way it's been built up, should be one of the best pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to SummerSlam.
And going to finally before we end here, because I don't have much time left, the SmackDown main event for next week. John Cena and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yes.
Who are you picking?
Well, I don't think John Cena. I don't think it would hurt John Cena if he lost the match to Shinsuke.
So you're picking Shinsuke Nakamura?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Shinsuke.
Why?
Because I think I can see Shinsuke in the main event of SummerSlam going after the championship, but also at the same time, what if it somehow ended where Shane came out and made it a triple threat: Shinsuke versus Cena versus Jinder?
That's what I was going for. And I just posted an article this morning actually where I wrote about it. I would like to see. I'm not really a fan of finishes that are not clear. But
right. I don't like unfinished matches.
Yeah. In this case, I hope that happens. Simply because both Shinsuke and Cena deserve to be in that main event.
Right.
And you can have a 25 to 30 minute match that everyone loves.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, Jinder Mahal and, the Singh brothers come out and attack both of those guys, ending in a double disqualification for the simple reason that Jinder Mahal doesn't want to face either of these men.
Right.
at SummerSlam. Shane McMahon comes out and says, "No, Jinder, you'll face both of those men in a triple threat."
And then he'll go off on Shane in his own native language.
Exactly, right? So I think that should happen. How do you, if that does happen, how do you see that match ending?
Oh, now that one's hard to say right now because we're still so far away from the event, from the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to say how it's going to end.
I'm going to give you my prediction right now, just to close the show. The triple threat match happens. Shinsuke Nakamura is champion, beats Jinder Mahal. Right? Is champion for about 5 minutes. Baron Corbin comes out, cashes in his Money in the Bank, and beats Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, damn, that's right. Corbin's still Money in the Bank. See, this is another thing when sometimes you know who won the Money in the Bank, but you forget that. Oh yeah, they still have the briefcase.
They've still got to use that.
They can cash in any time.
And keep going.
No, I'm saying sometimes you forget about that. Sometimes they still have to cash in their briefcase. That's right.
Exactly. And judging by the matches that Nakamura and Corbin have had,
right?
I think it's a undisputed main event.
Yeah.
So, and I think they can have a great rivalry with the WWE Championship being at the center of it. What do you think?
Yeah, Corbin and Nakamura. That would be pretty good.
Well, are you willing to bet money on it?
Not gonna put money on that though.
No, best not to, because who knows, we could both be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we were wrong about several matches at Battleground.
Yeah, we were, weren't we? We were.
We picked AJ Styles and obviously Kevin Owens.
It was Kevin Owens.
Oh my god! Come on, man! I even wrote on because Pat Piper, good friend of mine on Facebook, he made his predictions. I wrote on his timeline. I'm like, yes, you and I have the same predictions. He wrote me back. He said, "Great minds think alike."
Well, it worked. Can't get them all right. Yeah. Unfortunately, Elio, we have to wrap up because I have a limited about 30 seconds left. So I would like to thank you for being on the show and being my co-host. You were great as always.
All right.
And I will speak to you next week at the same time on this same show.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Elio. Bye, my friend. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.